friends. So this is the part number 2 of data sufficiency. Okay, so in this lecture, these 2 lectures, it has come in your exam. Our suggestion to all of the students, before coming in this lecture, you must go in the part number 1 of data sufficiency. Okay, so we will start. Find the value of a square is less than equal to 61, and the second one is b is a is less than 5 and c is a square is greater than 31. Now he is asking, you must note that here he has also mentioned this is the integer, because for real number, so it will be very hard. This question, before coming in this question, your mathematics it must be good. Without mathematics you cannot solve this question. So the first statement is only a and b together are sufficient. The second one is only a and c together are sufficient. Then any two are sufficient, all together are sufficient, all even together are not sufficient. So at first you have to understand what is this. We will explain you. I think that you have also read if x square is equal to k let. It implies that your x is equal to plus minus square root of k. If x square is equal to k, it implies that x is equal to plus minus square root of k. K is the constant. So same process we will apply for this. If you have studied the real analysis, then you will understand. So your value a square, it is less than equal to 61. So in this condition, what you can write? So we can write, I will write something before. If your x square is less than k, it implies that you can write square root of k minus is less than x is less than square root of k. So the meaning of x square is less than k means your x belong to in this interval. Similarly, a square is less than 61. It implies that minus 61 is less than equal to, here the symbol is less than equal to, x is less than equal to square root of 61. So your x, it's belong to this, but your x is integer. He has given us this x means a. Here this is a. Your a is integer. So at first we have to find the approx value of this. So here we can not write the decimal value. We don't know also the square root of 61. So in this condition you can write, so it may be, it is, you know that 7 square is equal to 49 and 8 square is equal to 64. So 64 you cannot write here because 64 is greater than, because if you write square root of 64, that is 8. Okay, and the 64 it is greater than 61. So your value it will be 7 point something. Its value will be 7 point something. But we have to find the integer value. So its approx value it will be, minus 7 less than equal to a is less than 7. Why? Because we have to find the integer. Now second, in the second case, what they have given us? In the second case they have given us a is less than 5. So a is less than 5, so there are many integer, you know that, minus infinite, then after minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are many integer less than 5. So he's asking find the value of a. So by the help of this we have got this. Okay, our a it's belong to -7 to 7. Okay, and by the help of this, here is less than equal to, it means that a is 7. We can think. Now the second one is a is less than 5. Now in the third case, a square is greater than 31. Okay, a square is greater than 31. So in the third case, here we have written x square is this. Okay, similarly we will write this one. So your value, it will be square root of 31 is less than a square root of -31. Here a square is greater than 31, so you will write like this. Here it is not less than equal to. So your integer, it is belonging to square root of 31 to minus square root of 31. So now what is the approx value of this square root of 31? You know that 6 square is equal to 36 and 5 square is equal to 25. So 6 square is 36. It implies that this value, it will be 5 point something. This value is 5 point something. But we have to find the integer value. So your value a, it will be belong to 5 is less than a is less than -5. We have done something wrong. Okay, according to this, we will get something. So because of a square is greater than 31, so a, your x square is equal to k, x is equal to plus minus square root of k. Okay, a square is equal less than this, then a is belonging to this and this. Okay, so according to this, your a is greater than 31. A is greater than 31 and less than 3. Okay, that is correct. So your value, it will be 5 to -5. Means its meaning, your value will be between 5 to -5. Means a is less than -5 and a is greater than 5. Its meaning, a is greater than 5 and a is less than -5. So that is something wrong actually. You can see by the help of this we are getting such data. 5 is less than a and a is the integer and a is less than -5. So a is less than -5, so it is impossible. Okay, so now what he is asking, only a and b together are sufficient. It is impossible by the help of a and b, because a is less than 5 and here we are getting a is 7. By the help of this we are getting a is equal to 7, because it is -7 is less than a is less than 7. It means that a is 7. So but here we are not getting a, because a is less than 5. So you can see that in this interval there is no 7. So by the help of a and b, that is not together are sufficient. Now he is asking a and c. If you will take a and c, but c is something different. Okay, so if you will take so this is something different. Okay, so a must be greater than 5, but it is, and a is less than -5. So your integer is a is greater than 5. A is greater than -5. So greater than -5 is -4, -3, -2, -1. But he is asking again, a is greater than 5. and a is greater than 5 means all the value are coming 0, then after then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then up to so on infinite, all value are coming. Okay, so it means that your a, it is greater than 5 and also a is less than also minus a is less than minus 5, sorry, a is less than minus 5. So this value will not come, so this value will come, this value 5, 6, 7 to infinite, and a is less than a, 5 is less than a, so a is less than minus 5, sorry, a is less than minus 5, less than minus 5 means minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 up to so on, so this value. So this interval and this interval, it is the meaning of this interval and this interval. So now you can see in the equation a, here a is equal to 7, but by the help of this 7 we are getting, okay, so only a and c are sufficient, but here in the equation b, he has given us a is less than 5, so this is also wrong, any 2, that is also wrong, all together that is also wrong because a is less than 5. Okay, so all even together are not sufficient to get the exact value of the a. Okay, that will be your correct answer. I think that you understand this is a very complex question and he has asked in your previous year exam, you have to think about it. Now the second question, how many ice cube can be accommodated in a container? You have one container, okay, so he is asking how many ice cube. You have seen also ice cube. Okay, the length and breadth of the container are 16 centimeter and 12 centimeter. Suppose this is 16 centimeter and this is 12 centimeter length and breadth. Okay, he has given us the length and breadth. Okay, and the edge of the ice cube is 2 centimeter. Okay, ice cube is 2 centimeter. Okay, the container is 384 times heavier as compared to the single ice cube. So its size is 384 times. Suppose its size is something, okay, its size is 384. So okay, so now he is asking only a and b together are sufficient, b and c are together are sufficient, any two statement all together, all even together are sufficient, are not sufficient. Okay, so now you have to think on this question. In this question what they have asked, so to get the required number of ice cubes, we need the volume of the container as well as that of the ice cube. So from B we have the volume of the ice is 2 cube because he has given us the edge, okay, that is the cube. Okay, so you can find 2 whole cube is equal to 2 to the 4 to the 8 centimeter whole cube, that is the volume of this small cube. Still, as there is no information regarding the height of the container, he has given us this is 16 centimeter and we have done something wrong here. So your container is just like this. Okay, your container is like this. Okay, that is 3D. Okay, so he has given us 12 and 16, but he has not given us the height. Okay, so this is not the sufficient information regarding the height of the container, so the volume of the container and consequently the number of ice of the cube cannot be determined. Okay, because we don't know the volume of this container, we cannot also find. So in this condition we can say this answer, it will be correct answer. I think that I hope you understand, and if you have any query, and my suggestion to everyone that before coming here you must go in the previous lecture, so your all query it will be solved, and if again you are just facing any problem, then you must write in the comment box. We will try to upload more videos for such type of problems. These two questions it has come previous year exam. Okay, thank you so much.